Welcome everyone. So we have already started lesson number 3, chemical reactions and equation from science 1 class 10. Okay, and we have completed different topics in this lesson, and today we shall study with the Alright, so today let's study about the different types of a chemical reaction. Okay, so we saw that in a chemical reactions, reactants get converted into the new substance called as a product, and this is the chemical reaction. And during this, some chemical bonds in the reactants break, and some new chemical bonds are formed so as to transform the reactant into the product. And in this chapter, okay, we shall study different types of a reaction in detail. So there are different types of reactions, chemical reactions are there. So chemical reaction are classified into the following 4 types in accordance with the nature and the number of the reactants and the products. That means how many number of reactant and products are taking part in a chemical reaction, and what is the nature of reactant and product. On the basis of these different types of a chemical reaction, we have to study in this lesson. Okay, so here there are different types of a chemical reaction. 4 types of a chemical reaction are there in this chapter. First is combination reaction. Second type is decomposition reaction. Third type is displacement reaction. Fourth one, double displacement reaction. Okay, so now let's study about all these in little detail. All right, so first type is a combination reaction. So here first we have to perform some activity like apparatus, test tube, glass rod, beaker, etc. And chemicals we require is hydrochloric acid. Now hydrochloric acid means HCl. Okay, hydrochloric acid. Ammonia, the formula for ammonia is NH3. And slaked lime is calcium oxide, that is CaO. Okay, now let's study about this. Alright, so activity 1. Okay, so in activity 1, take a small amount of a hydrochloric acid, that is HCl. Okay, hydrochloric acid means HCl in a test tube. Heat the test tube. That means we have to heat the test tube which contain HCl or hydrochloric acid, and dip a glass rod in the ammonia solution and hold on the top of the test tube. That means we have to dip the glass rod in ammonia solution, and then that glass rod will hold that glass rod above the test tube. In test tube we have HCl. All right, so you will observe a white smoke emanating from the tip of the glass rod. That means when we are holding a glass rod containing ammonia solution above the test tube, we will observe that a white smoke comes out from the tip of the glass rod. All right, so what must have happened? Let's see. Due to heating, HCl vapors started coming out from the test tube, and NH3 gas came out from the solution on the glass rod, and the ammonia gas and hydrogen chloride or HCl gas reacted to form the salt of ammonium chloride in gaseous state first, but immediately due to the condensation process at room temperature, it got transformed into the solid state. As a result, white smoke was formed, and the chemical equation for this is as follows. That means what has happened here? Here hydrogen chloride or HCl getting reacted with the ammonia. Okay, and when these two reactants will react together, they will form salt of ammonium chloride in gaseous state first. Okay, so but after first it will form ammonium chloride in the gaseous state, then it will immediately condense. That means it will condense to solid state. That means here gaseous state is getting converted to the solid state, and as a result white smoke was formed, and the chemical equation for this is written as follows, like NH3 for ammonia plus HCl. That means these two are the reactants, ammonia and hydrogen chloride. When they will combine together, it will form ammonium chloride salt. Okay, here in the solid state. Now here second activity is hold a magnesium strip in a pair of tongs and ignite. That means here we have to ignite, or we have to burn the magnesium strip. Okay, on burning in air, a white powder of magnesium oxide is formed. That means here magnesium and air is reacting together, and in air we have oxygen. So magnesium getting reacted with oxygen, it will form magnesium oxide. The reaction can be written in the form of an equation as below, like magnesium plus oxygen, this is nothing but our air, getting reacted, it will form magnesium white powder of a magnesium oxide. Okay, so this is the chemical reaction of activity 2. Now in this reaction, magnesium oxide is formed as a single product by the combination of magnesium and oxygen. Now if we observe these about two equation, we can say that the two reactants are reacted together to form one single product. Okay. Now activity 3, take water in a beaker up to half of its capacity, add a few pieces of slaked lime. Now slaked lime means calcium oxide. Okay, and calcium hydroxide is formed by the calcium hydroxide, the formula is CaOH twice, is formed by combination of a calcium oxide and water with the generation of a large amount of heat. That means when we heat the solution of a calcium oxide, water in which the calcium oxide pieces is there, so it will form calcium hydroxide and heat is given out from this equation. Okay, so this is the equation number 14. Now here some questions are given. Let's see what is the number of a reactant in each of the above reactions. So here there are two number of a reactant in each of the above, like here NH3HCl, magnesium oxygen, calcium oxide plus water. So two reactant in each of the reaction. Now second is what is the number of a molecule of reactant taking part in the above reaction. So simple, there are two molecules are reacting together in a reactant. Okay, now third is how many products are formed in each of the above reactions. So if you will observe above three reaction, one single product is formed with the combination of the two reaction. Okay, so here when two or more reactants combine in a reaction to form a single product, it is called as a combination reaction. So these all the three are the example of a combination reaction in which two reactants are combined together to form a single product. Okay, so I hope you all have understood about this combination reaction. Okay, now after combination reaction we have decomposition reaction. Okay, so again we have to do one activity. In apparatus we have the evaporating dish, Bunsen burner, etc. Chemicals we required is sugar, calcium carbonate. So for sugar formula is C12H22O11 and calcium carbonate CaCO3. Alright. Okay, calcium carbonate CaCO3, and sulfuric acid, we have the formula for sulfuric acid is H2SO4, etc. So these are the chemical which we will require in the reaction. Okay, so procedure, take some sugar in an evaporating dish and heat it with the help of a Bunsen burner. That means we have to heat the sugar which will be there in the evaporating dish. We have to heat it. Okay, and after some time you will see the formation of a burnt out black substance. That means after heating the sugar in evaporating dish, black substance will be produced. And exactly what must have happened in this activity, let's see. In the above activity, a single reactant sugar is divided into two substances, that is carbon and water. Here this is a reaction formula for sugar is C12H22O11. It will be divided into two component, that is, or two product, that is carbon, 12 atoms of a carbon and 11 molecules of water, it is H2O. So the reaction in which there is only one reactant, this is here only one reactant giving rise to two or more product, is called as a decomposition reaction. Okay, so one reactant, it will produces two different product. This is a decomposition reaction. All right, student, now let's move further. All right, so here again one activity is given to us, that is apparatus. We need two test tubes, bent tube, rubber cork, burner. Two test tube, a bent tube, rubber cork and burner for heating the solution. Okay, now chemicals we required is calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate means again it is CaCO3, freshly prepared lime water. All right, so these chemicals we will require. Now procedure, take some calcium carbonate in a test tube. Now here this is the first test tube and we have to take calcium carbonate into the first test tube. Fit a bent tube to this test tube with the help of a rubber cork. Then we have to fit a bent tube with the help of a rubber cork. Okay, and insert the other end of this bent tube in the freshly prepared lime water. So this is a test tube containing lime water. all right, and heat the powdered calcium carbonate in the first test tube strongly, the lime will turn milky. Okay, that means we have to heat the first test tube which contain calcium carbonate, and after heating it the smoke will transform from first to second test tube, and this lime water, it will turn in milky. Okay, that means color and nature of the lime water will be changes. We saw in the above activity that calcium carbonate undergoes decomposition. That means decomposition means calcium carbonate is getting converted into two different products. Okay, reaction, and the carbon dioxide gas forms turns the lime water milky, and the second product of the reaction, the calcium oxide powder, remains behind in the first test tube. Similarly, in the another reaction, okay, first we will look at this. So here, after heating the calcium carbonate, it will divide it into two substance. It is calcium oxide, which is there in the first test tube, and carbon dioxide, which will form here. Okay, which turns the lime water milky. And in second equation number 17, hydrogen peroxide. So this is a H2O2 hydrogen peroxide naturally undergoes slow decomposition into the water and oxygen. That means hydrogen peroxide, it will break down into water and oxygen. So this is again the example of a decomposition reaction in which one reactant is getting decomposed or break down into two reactants. All right. So here, can you recall, is it possible to produce hydrogen by decomposition of a water by means of a heat, electricity or light? That means is it possible to get hydrogen on the breakdown of a water by means of electricity or light? So yes, we have studied in the previous standard that water decomposes into the hydrogen and oxygen gas on passing electric current through acidulated water. Now here, what is acidulated water? It is a water in which a small quantity of acid is used. All right, that is hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. So this decomposition takes place by means of electrical energy, and therefore it is called as a electrolysis. That means we are getting hydrogen from electrolysis of a water. Okay, so it will convert it into hydrogen and oxygen. So this is again the example of a decomposition reaction. So what is decomposition reaction? The chemical reaction in which two or more products are formed from a single reactant is called as a decomposition reaction. So student, I hope you all have understood today's video, and next two types of chemical reaction we will continue in our next session. Thank you all of you.